third talking point.
What?
I'm gonna get a little something serious still.
What?
You lot heard about that Shaka thing?
Shaka? Who's that?
Asake.
Who's that?
Afrobeat artist, Afro pop.
Well, I've been saying it all wrong.
What is it? Asake. People say Asake.
No, Asake.
Yeah, it's definitely Asake.
My bad.
Yeah, so obviously
It's not obvious though.
Yeah, I just want to say first off, real quick, deepest condolences to
Two of them.
Gabrielle Hutchinson, 23 years old. She died this week on Monday morning due to the injuries that she sustained on the Thursday on the last day. And Rebecca Ikomelo, 33 years old, mother of two from Newham, East London. She died on the Saturday. Long story short, Asake had a concert in Brixton Academy. He's done 3 days, innit? He's announced them though, innit? These are his last ever shows that he's doing on his tour for the new album.
Yeah.
He's announced them, and obviously he's announced them. He said, cool. So he's done 3 dates. He's done Monday, day 1, Tuesday, day 2. Again, but one of the things he's done, once he's announced them, it's not like as if they was release. Like these were like last minute. I'm doing these shows. Brixton Academy, boom, tickets gone. Like literally within seconds. Day 2. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. Tickets are gone. Day 3 had a little day off Wednesday. Thursday now, final day. Cool. Tickets is gone. Now everyone knows this is the final day, innit? So Delisha was actually there on the 3rd day. And she was actually telling me like, I think it's different when you see it on the news, but when you're actually there in person and you actually see like what's actually going on is always different, innit? Basically it was like a mass hysteria kind of thing, innit? Like everybody's practically gone in. There's like, let's just say there's like already like maybe like 4,000 or whatever people that's gonna already go that have tickets, mind you, innit? Then their whole line was already cramped up because there's a lot of people who are not only rushing in, there's also certain people from that crowd who actually don't have a ticket. And she knows firsthand when she was speaking to certain people after the madness, some people just got rolled up there just hoping to roll up and go through.
Basically, some of the people on the doors were taking bribes as well. So they were letting people in that don't have tickets, slide them like a good 20.
It was a lot. There was a lot going on. Now, there was a whole madness going into how she described it, yeah. There was like a final bend, innit? But during, usually when you go live concert, security's kind of patterned throughout all the lines and the queue, innit? What's happened is that by that final, no security's been there to like manage the queue from like Quay to the point where it's now coming to the final entrance, innit? There was only security at the doors.
Yeah, and that's
So how Dells described it, where it was like, you basically saw like a whole mass of people where there was no line, there was no, because she was like, people were pushing in, people would just come through out of nowhere because there's no security patterning. So anything can happen really and truly. Man can just come in, I'm just here, innit? Like, I'm just going to push in it.
There's no like organised line going on the side of the building.
So they get there to the entrance now. Boom, they see everybody's now just jam-packed in there, bro. Everybody's just literally like, it's a whole cluster of people. So at that point, you're just like, bro, nobody's really getting in.
Yeah.
But at this point now, it's got to the point it's just gone mad. So people are pushing in to the point, like, you haven't gone carnival, but...
I have gone carnival.
You have?
Multiple times.
You did?
Come on, bro.
Oh, you said you didn't like it like that though, innit?
No, I've been carnival twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we all can relate then. Like, you know, like when man them were like, you know that part of the time where it's like whatever flow it is. Do you know the feeling of like where you can't move you can't do anything?
It's tight, yeah.
It doesn't matter how big you are, bro. Like mass people, yeah, you're finished. Like your legs, there's no control. Basically, that's what it was. That's how she described it. It was that. And like, where it was is that if you was in the middle, it was peak for you regardless. Yeah. Because you basically are at the mercy of people who's in the front and people who's in the back. And everybody should just push in, but there's no way out.
I know. It's like you're in a festival, but you're not in the mosh pit, and you're not on the outside of the mosh pit. You're in between a mosh pit and the edge of the
worst place to be. Worst place to be. She's now said that what's happened is that she's actually seen people trample on, like, drop to the floor. And when you're in them situations, bro, and you drop on the floor, you're finished because you can't get up.
Yeah, you need your friends to help you out, though.
You see it. But more time if they are even aware of it. Because unless they're holding you physically, like I'm holding your hand so I know what's going on with you, bro, we ain't going to know a thing. You could have got stamped out. Because we had no clue.
That's what I was thinking, like how these people passed, like how? Do you get me?
The woman got trampled on, and both of them got trampled on. The younger one, she was both of them actually. The younger one, she was actually working. She was like one of the security, one of the hospitality people, wasn't it? So she probably was like trying to manage the queue and whatnot. Just like a little like.
How do you die getting trampled? I don't want to sound like ignorant.
So
but like,
there's been situations like this happen in clubs as well. So for example, like obviously clubs is like a little bit different because girls are like wearing heels and that. Get me? But yeah, people like fire extinguisher gone off or someone's pressed it, everyone's rushing out, someone's falling down.
Yeah, that's my foot, nigga.
You say, I'm playing footsie.
No, this nigga pressed my shit like it was a pedal, cuz.
I
don't want to hold you. I don't want to distract it for the moment. Or
no, 100, because it's a very serious topic.
Yeah.
No, but it's just like getting caught in the stampede, bro. Like,
that's mad.
If someone stamps you in your head repetitively,
you
could lose consciousness, and obviously you do both of them, bro.
Yeah,
that one's not on.
That's not on.
And like obviously, if you lost conscious, you can't now even defend yourself or like cover yourself, innit? So just
press the picture.
Press it.
No, back. Might be back. Yeah, might be back still.
What was it? That was full battery.
Going on. Finish your point.
Yeah, you can't obviously defend yourself, innit? So you're just at the mercy of bare people and like. I weigh 100 kg, 95 to 100 kg.
That won't matter to a whole crowd.
No, but I'm saying me alone just stamping on someone's head, I could end them. Imagine repetitively.
Yeah, and it's like there's no 1 second breather to even get up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a thing where it's like you just got so many, like a mass amount of weight just weighing you down.
That's insane.
And you know everybody's health is different, innit?
Yeah.
Some people might actually have asthma, some people might just have breathing problems in certain situations like that.
Yeah.
So everybody's body's fragile. Probably some people's like strength is not even used to that. Like they're not used to even be able to fight off that certain degree of like weight.
Yeah.
So when you think about like raw, like I know I've been in situations like raw, I got lucky to get up. And that's just obviously physically how I am. So you get someone who maybe even a bit more fragile and whatnot, it's peak. So at that point now, she said, that they got in, but even when they got in, it got to a point where it was like, bro, like, at what cost? Because it's like, I don't even feel like I want to be here anymore.
Oh, when Delisha got in?
Bro, they got in,
Got in, bro. I know people that didn't get in.
And they had tickets and that.
And that's when because the doors eventually closed, innit? And now the doors are closed, that's when people are more, I think that's when once the doors closed. Because that was now everyone's trying to push through, like they're trying to break in basically. Do you get me?
Mad.
And you know what's more mad? The fact that even when they got in, people are having panic attacks. People have to do like
CPR.
CPR and whatnot. Like
bro, certain people lost a friend. You don't know, like bro. I heard there was like Jordan prints on people's wigs. Yeah, you know how hard you have to stamp on someone's head to
get a Jordan
print on hair,
a logo on the hair.
I said a logo. Man said he got the jump, man.
Bro, man, you know what Del said? Girls' wigs are actually getting snatched. Like this is everything that she's telling me firsthand.
This is some other shit right now.
Like I'm not even going off like word of mouth. This is literally what she's told me. And I'm seeing
account from
witness account. It's no allegedly. She was like, listen, girls' hairs were getting snatched. Man,
people getting bottled.
That's soulless.
Like, people were fighting.
It's soulless. And I remember it was kind of, I'm not saying it's similar to what I was saying last week about when I was saying I was getting on the bus and then all them kids was getting on. Because obviously they don't know no better, innit? But then surely now there's a degree where it's like, I'm not even really going to say there's two elements. Fair enough, security should be patterned, innit? But as a grown adult, surely you should also know better yourself, bro. Because I'm like,
go on.
Fam, at this point now, you're going to a concert, which you may or may not have the ticket for, innit? You want to get there. But even when you're doing this, what cost now? Because now you're getting to a point where it's like, fam, what you're doing is probably even disrupting the whole process of the show. The show's probably going to get delayed. You're going to get even more mad because of that, but these times you were causing a madness.
But what's so lit? Like, I don't know about this Asake artist, but what type of music do they like?
Afrobeats, fam.
It's Afrobeats.
Like Burna Boy, Whiskey.
But so is it like a do they like? Does it push to like a younger crowd? Is it that type of sneeze, or is
it appeals, but it's not like a thing.
Bro, it's like going to watch Wizkid or. Imagine like Wizkid says, or Burna Boy says, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
BRIXTON O2 is limited capacity.
It's small. So is he a big artist then?
He's massive still.
Yeah, you've heard his songs.
Okay, because now I'm just trying to piece together like, because a lot of artists have gone to Brixton, you get me? Like a lot of like big artists have gone to Brixton. Like, I never heard no shit like this. Like, what's so special about Homeboy?
Yeah, sometimes you also have to put in perspective where maybe certain artists, you know, sometimes when you think about whoever's doing security or whatnot, they may measure the level of security that's needed for.
But that's what I mean. I think this person was too big for Brixton. You get me? I mean,
well, maybe for us, yeah, it's big for us, but like for them, they'd be thinking, oh, he's an up and coming Afro pop artist.
But you know, like
he's hot right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He's hot,
more
100
than Wizkid and Bird Boy right now. Fam.
Yeah,
but
100%.
that's what I mean about in terms of a lot of, because you see, like when you want to go to a massive, and maybe we should get someone on there like, that does all these type of shows and that. Shit, yeah. Not the security, but like how do you get an artist into these bigger venues? Because a lot of these big venues, they do, or I know about a lot of A&Rs actually, they will say like, okay, we want to do, let's say O2 for example, but first we have to do Royal Albert Hall. Yeah. Or first we have to do
But that
O2
was like
Brixton,
his first like London show.
Exactly. So he was probably big enough to probably do a bigger place, but they probably turned around and said, listen, we're not really going to do that until he does these first.
Yeah, like
and he's like, all right, cool, let me do this. I'll do this, O2 Brixton a couple times, and then we'll go from there. And he's done it, and it's like, oh, see, I'm way bigger than this, bro. Like, and obviously it's the worst case scenario to find out that way, but clearly my man was massive, bro. Like, imagine Drake said he was at O2 Brixton, bro. Something, maybe not Drake now, but a hot rapper right now said, yeah, I'm doing O2 Brixton. It's like, bro, like Lil Baby, for example. Not to be biased, but if Lil Baby's a massive artist, if he comes in, I'm doing O2 Brixton.
It's potentially also things like budget to do like that they had for security. Maybe they didn't have enough.
Potentially.
And I also feel like that comes into consideration of the degree of the artist that they're probably gonna be like, oh, who we covering for that night? Or Asake? Or what? He does Afro pop on that.
But you wouldn't know because the first 2 days was calm. Like it probably a little bit of that happened. Yeah, but I weren't like gonna.
But then I also feel like that's what they're probably gonna project as well. They're gonna be thinking, yeah, them 2 days, this is light. It's Afrobeat artists, it's peaceful vibes, it's calm and that. Now, mind you, yeah, take this now. We replace Asake for, let's say, Meek Mill's coming to London, Brixton. Meek, Digga D concert. Promise you the security's gonna be there. Because they're already gonna be thinking, we already know the kind of a Meek Mill kind of thing, a Digga
like
D,
a street rapper.
You know what I'm saying? Like
because you know what type
tiny
of genre
boost.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? A tiny boost is gonna be there
because of the gang affiliations and just street.
Like they know what will come with it.
Bro, because it's an Afrobeat, they're thinking, oh, this is gonna be calm.
Some like
Bear Girls and that.
Yeah,
Bear Girls.
It's just a good vibe.
That's why I wanted to understand like the age group he was patterning, but maybe it was just more of a thing of I think he was massive.
People obviously knew people that was doing security that like, yeah, I'm gonna slide you in. Bro, word like that gets around, fam. You get me? Word like that gets around. It's, oh, bro, just roll with me, fam. Man's gonna get in, bro. I got my guy at the gate. Get in. You get me? Then it just done. That happened. How we grew, and
it sounds like that Asake got massive, man.
Oh, bro, you know what the funniest thing is? Yeah, when Delisha and them said that I'm not doing this, obviously. Literally, they even found out on the night the guy only did 2 songs and then cut the whole.
Yeah,
thing.
You cut the show. Cut it short because of what was happening.
What you said 2 songs, bro. You had to put a tweet out and everything. Said I send my condolences because, bro, that thing out there was not a thing where that's just out there. That thing ruined the whole thing. Show done out, and it's sad, really. Obviously, it's his last show, and that's how you don't want to send off like that. That happened though. He's done that. Delisha said, yeah. After that, when they left, now, yeah, there were certain people that didn't even get to near the entrance, near the line or whatever to get the madness in it. She said she saw 2 girls and it was like, oh yeah, like what was that going on? Like what happened over there? And then obviously, she was like, oh yeah, so and so happened, like people trying to get in, all over people like got stamped over. And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't even get close enough. And then it was like, oh what, did you have a ticket? She was like, nah. I said, wait, what? So for me, I understand, I think for a guy's side, man will just roll up. Man, I'm just like, 2 kicks.
Motive, isn't it?
Wear what I'm wearing, motive. She was more like, so you're telling me you got your hair done up, your dress, whatever you're wearing, makeup and all of that, which we really know it takes time.
It's that princess mentality sometimes that girls have, where it's like you go out, don't know how you're going to get back home from.
Yeah.
No idea.
What do you think? What? Man's going to fly you on the red carpet?
And then that's that. It's like, you didn't even think about even having a little bit of change to buy your own drink. So I just thought raw, like there actually was that. So imagine that small amount compared to like God knows how many people that was there on that day. Like, yeah, what? Rolling through, what we saying?
It's like with wireless, man. A lot of man did that at wireless. Just
see it.
Go outside. I'm just gonna make it through. And some people did make it through.
The thing about the mosh pit thing, I know, fam. I know because remember when we was there,
it was tight,
bro. Remember the camera bag, the strap broke.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
It broke. This camera, our pod, we're all gonna have to be on one camera angle.
Three in one lens,
bro. If I did capture that,
and it was peak because I had that camera too.
He had that whole.
I was holding that bitch in the air, like, bro. If I let this go, it's over.
My strap broke.
Alpha tells me to audio.
Trust me, for a good while.
My strap broke, yeah. And I just, like, you know when you just have something, I just felt it snap.
You felt the snap.
I don't know where it dropped. As soon as it happened, I just went, boom. I moved everyone around me, yeah. Then the mosh pit came straight. I said, nah.
God damn, I said,
bro.
I just start swinging on niggas.
I'm not gonna lie, I just turned, you just turn like mad aggressive, innit?
Yeah, you have to,
I was dashing man on the floor just to try and pick up the camera,
Then my
bro.
boy thinking, oh yeah, this is lit.
Bro,
like, what? Get out of my way, bro.
One guy on the floor and I grabbed the camera. Then I had to grab one guy to pick myself. Cause I was peak, fam. It was peak. It was one of them ones.
There's such a thing as politeness in those mosh pits,
yeah, man.
But even mosh pit, but even being in them situations there, fam, when you're in them situations where it's like you actually can't control what you do, if you find a little bit of like a 1% chance of like you can just dictate what you can do, bro, you just have to just maneuver in a way.
That one is just bro. You have to survive by any means.
You have to survive.
The man thing.
But you know what's,
you're not trampling other people, but
it's just,
you have to look after yourself, man.
But then that's just was peak because it's like when I heard about the deaths, yeah, it was just kind of like that's a mother too, and like you know when you think to yourself, anywhere you go in life, you're always gonna make sure whatever you do when you step out your yard, you're protected. Anything can happen to you, innit? But you know, like when you think to yourself, yeah, your children are like, oh yeah, mum just had a night to herself. She's gonna go enjoy herself, a nice little concert. That's probably the one place where you're like, raw, I did not expect to hear that. You know what I mean? Like that's the one place where it's like, raw, like you've gone to go and enjoy yourself. And man's out all the places you think, raw, like that happened. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like now them two children already.
I even said it to myself, like even after the whiskey thing. I was like, because getting out was so long.
And you can imagine, bro.
I'm thinking, bro, next concert or whatever I go to show, I have to do priority tickets or books. Something that I ain't part of this, you get me, general consensus. Because I was like, fam, if anything pops off, like you're in the middle of bare people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even, you know, sometimes there's just bare people and there's just that one dickhead that will decide to throw a bottle.
Yeah, into the crowd,
or
innit?
Throw like his juice or something.
Yeah, there's like, always one. There's always one.
Because no one is not near you, you can't do nothing. And you're just that, brother.
And you don't even know where it came from.
And they're so mad because like if you was looking me in my eye, I guarantee you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So that's like it's just all that.
There's always that one. There's always that one. 100%.
Necessary.
That's why, man. Always. Sometimes I do question myself in it, but I have this thing, that I never want to be, the person that people read about. So you know, like, and this is no disrespect, of course, to the two people in this scenario, but you know when you go on the news and you hear about this happened to this person, this happened to this person, maybe like, or you hear about 16 people died on a roller coaster, or you always hear about these stories and it always makes you wary to learn about these situations.
Don't want to cut you, yeah.
Go on.
This is probably the one time I'll allow you this whole rule. Yeah, nah. I was on the same, like, you see that Winter Wonderland thing?
What happened to Winter Wonderland?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, obviously, roller coasters, there's always going to be that percentage where like, anything can happen.
Impossible.
Yeah, no, there's a video that was mad. So, do you know that there's always that one roller coaster ride, or it's like a fun fair ride? It's called a slingshot, basically. So, you're like in a small ball like kind of a mechanism. And then obviously, pulls you, flings you, and then boom, like you're soaring through the sky, how many kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Boom, obviously, it will bring you back down, and it's all of that, but also it's that adrenaline that. This ride has 2 straps in it. The Winter Wonderland thing, they only here one time a year. I don't know how did they get this pattern if you're only here for the one time. Went up. We got pulled. Went up. One thing broke. Then man went flying the other way.
Word.
Bro, that video is mad. It gives me anxiety.
What, they all died?
I don't know about that.
Okay. I don't know the
They're probably still flying.
Bro, at this point, I said, I'm not trying to find that anymore. I literally got anxiety from that. I said, yeah, bro.
Jesus.
What, it took you that to not even, what's it called? Final
No, but you always, don't get me wrong, there's always going to be...
making jokes, man.
There's always going to...
It's not even a joke, bro.
There's always
I saw Final Destination. I said, God, you ain't catching me on that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, nah. There's always going to be an element. We always know that, ain't it?
Yeah.
But for it to then happen and it's like, yeah, that's your job. It's literally what you do, and especially if it's that one-time event a year.
It's dumb, bro. It don't make sense.
That's the way I am. And I have this thing where in these scenarios, I just make sure. So, for example, I've been to multiple concerts in it, and that's the time I'm with my girl in it. So, I'm with a fairly small person, and I'm the one to make sure she's safe. So, I'm just going, listen, we're done. Once the thing is over, we're bopping. But the way I'm bopping strong. Cutting, like... I'm not here trying to dilly-dally, trying to lay...
Be polite and that.
I'm out here, be like, the best way, man's got space, all of that, because I don't want to be caught in no melee or anything. Yeah. And it's the same thing with, just with anything in general, man. I just want to make sure that I'm out. And I'm out of the way as quick as possible. And that's the reason, part of the reason, I'm a little bit shook at heights, but I'm not really getting on roller coasters because it's true. At any point, bro, what if the boat don't you get me? Yeah? Man's in the air, now what? Like, what? What?
But do you know what the thing about roller coasters?
What?
It ain't even fun.
I don't enjoy it. I don't get what the fun is about it, bro.
How do you know it's not funny?
Because I went on one at Chesington with my brother. It was a roller coaster.
Yeah, but it depends on the.
They're like dead, fam. They're dead.
I'm sitting in the cart, fam, and it's going like that, fam.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
It's not fun to go that fast.
I couldn't open my eyes, bro. I couldn't open my eyes, fam.
Peel, man's cheeks is just all doing this, bro. It's mad.
I couldn't open my eyes. I was scared because that's a.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah, this ain't fun.
Don't get me wrong, and I feel like there's always gonna be a side of things where it's like what we see is like, yo, that's crazy. Like people are gonna be like, oh, what's that word for it? Where they do parkour. Where man them are obviously trailing the scales of the building and do whatever. Some people like that's fun. Some people like, yo, that's just risky.
But that's to a level is alright.
No, but then that's your level.
The ones
no, don't get me wrong.
You can get away with like a broken leg or something.
But then your thing, that's your level. Somebody else
this man them jumping up like from building to building.
Like
that's
massive stories.
Massive stories, and they're recording it and like, yeah, it's lit. But I'm like, I get that's what you get as a rush.
Yeah, but if you die, you die.
You die. You got one life.
That's ridiculous.
So I'm also like, yeah, there's always a degree. Everybody's got their kind of threshold, innit? Now roller coasters, of course, universally, it's just got enough masses to appeal to where it's like, nah, man, this is lit. They make businesses off this, like how many times in a year? People get jobs off it. People are getting paid. Entertainment value for the local area.
I think that should be banned, fam. If I was,
and there's going to be a certain degree of people that's going to be like that, but it's going to also be like, it's their choice.
I'll ban roller coasters, bro.
I hear you, but then there's also going to be a certain degree.
Nah, I hear them, choice. Man. But if they, I'm not going to say that.
I would say, yeah, listen, man. Like, if you're ever in them scenarios where you feel mad claustrophobic, it's tight in there, it don't feel safe, you feel like you can't really do the best you can and get out of there as fast as you can. Because I've had to do it myself. In I think I was at Wireless. I'll change that in a sec. I think I was in Wireless. Third day, but I was dolo. Remember the time I went on my own? I went there. I was literally in that situation where there's a mosh pit over there and a mosh pit behind me. But I'm in between. Yeah. So I'm getting moved and I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? Why am I getting moved like this?
That's the worst position.
So I'm thinking, I'm getting moved, yeah. I'm like this. But I'm like, this don't make sense. What's happening? Like, stop. You get it? But this person can't stop. And neither can this person. I'm thinking, what's going on? Then obviously, I'm trying to get up on like a couple people's shoulders, like trying to see what's going on. There's a mosh pit over there and a mosh pit behind me. I said, nah, I need to get out of there. Yeah. I just get the fuck out of here. So I just start, sorry, fuck the show. Sorry. Yeah. I'm moving people out. Now I'm out. Yeah. Now I'm in the mosh pit, but this is safer for me. Because I can see what's going on in the mosh pit in front. I can breathe.
That middle part is disgusting.
That other shit I was in? Oh, fuck that, bro. Because I'm literally getting pushed. I'm thinking, what is that? I'm just trying to...
you don't know what's going on. You're not even about... You know what's funny as well, yeah? When you're uncomfortable and you're curious, bro, it's the worst position. I'm like, yo, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
I didn't even care where it's coming from. All I know is I need to get the hell out of there, bro.
Nah, man. I always felt like to myself, yeah. But then you man have experienced mosh pit. I haven't experienced mosh pit in it. So I feel like, yeah, it's lit for the right.
You only need to experience it once, I think.
Yeah, one time.
Well, you lot was Drake, though, innit? That's the right time.
Drake, Future. Yeah.
That's the right time, cause I think.
Migos?
I won't do it.
No, Migos Dolo. Hey, mosh pit Dolo different, though.
Why?
Because it's just you, nigga.
Yeah, you ain't got to look out for no one.
Nobody.
Because obviously
it's just you on you.
You can handle yourself, I can handle myself. But I'm low-key making sure Johnny alright. You know what I'm saying? Feel like AJ.
Yeah, because you know sometimes you can be so lost in the moment. Yeah, once that chorus is finished, you're like, hey, where J Dog at?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, one time I lost you. Yeah. You know when the music just started blurred out.
Wait.
You know like the movies where like there's an explosion, you hear like the ringing sound. I just started hearing that. I said,
you don't get to that point.
Yeah, I see about.
Straight. Bro, because you know what it is, yeah, there's euphoria in that couple seconds, yeah. But once you come to your senses, like, nah, this is loud, bro. This is too much.
Yeah, bro.
Where is this?
Yeah, bro. Like, move, bro. I'm pushing your hands in my face. Yeah. You know that ASAP Rocky moment, bro. Once you get to that point, yeah.
Yeah, that part because right at that point, yeah, hey, you're at the mercy of other people, bro.
You can't do shit.
Your life ain't even in your own hands.
You're in your hands, bro.
But once your feet off the ground,
you're finished.
You're finished. You are finished, bruv. Man, them can do anything with you, bruv. What? Brother, as soon as, bruv, if that was ever me, yeah. As soon as one leg gets up, hey, nigga, hey, nigga.
Cause you know what I've always thought, as a mosh pit, bro, if you go there, you've got valuable shit in your pockets.
Bro.
Even just you being there as a celebrity, bro, they could molest you in them 10 seconds.
Man, I'm grabbing your cheeks. Bro, you don't even know you've done it.
You know what's funny,
But that's not, do you know, man, that's not even the priority.
That's not.
The priority is for you to live.
It's surviving. It's surviving. So you can grab the cheeks.
Because you grab them,
bro, as long as I live to another day, cuz.
You know what's so funny about the video? You can actually see the moment where man said,
man's life.
He said, bro, everything was like, oh shit, I'm a dad, bro. Allow me, I got a wife at home. Like, what's going on here? Like, I get me up.
Oh,
bro,
man.
that shit is the funniest thing ever.
It's the funniest picture of all time.
It's the funniest. But you know what's funny? It's the video too, because you can see the transition.
The video
in
is
man's face.
like
The video is joke.
You actually
when
see
it
the
got real.
transition. Yeah,
he's like, oh shit. He said, ah shit.
He was like, hey, I'm done.
He's probably thinking, where's my security at?
he said, hey, it's not fun anymore.
Like, hey, where's my security at, fam? Bruv, he's thinking where his security is, fam. His security is also there. Like, where Rocky at?
No, bro, that is too funny. But have you ever been in that situation where you've actually gone into something, you're like, no, shit, wait. Just like, wait, hold on.
No, not like
one time in Carnival, actually.
I thought for me, closest thing is Carnival.
The year I went, when I had my arm in the cast and the sling on my shoulder in it. Obviously, man's not 100% fitness. I can only really hold on with one hand.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, and that was the time when, you know, when the whole like acid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So literally, we'll be there chilling. Yeah. Someone's like, oh, he's got acid, and everyone just starts. Someone say that for bands.
Yeah.
And everybody was running. So obviously, we was on like one of the just like the side roads, innit, chilling.
I remember I was there with you because everybody would run.
You weren't there.
No, because okay, then maybe
I'm talking about the first time.
Oh, the first time
I went.
Remember the second time they were still shouting out acid.
I don't remember.
Bro, people were still running, and I think it took the second time. It was like, bro, we're not running anymore. Remember that? Me, you, Josh, Darnell. It was like, bro, I'm not running anymore. And we just stood still because it was just at the point where I was like, bro, there's no acid. I'm not running off fear anymore.
But the first time, because it was actually at that point, like that's when people are just getting random acid dashed at the minute. And yeah, bro, I was literally in the middle of the road, and it's like, you know that scene from Lion King. You see the herds.
Yeah.
Literally, was that. Bare people running around the corner.
I'm like,
oh shit. So, but there's still people around me, innit? So we started.
You know, I literally can see that scene vividly still.
Fam, it was peak, fam. And I started, like, we're now trying to walk that way because they're coming from behind us. So we're just trying to walk and get out of the road, innit? Because it goes on to like a spread. Too late, fam. And Steven, that was like on the side. They got to like the side
of
the road
you, boy.
Quickly. So he's like, hey, give me your hand, bro. Bro, and like my hand's like this, innit? So I had to give him a hand.
And you've literally got even one thing, even more of a disadvantage because even with
I couldn't even
arms, you're still peak.
And I wasn't even like this size where you get me. I could at least hold it a little, fold it down, fam. You get me? Yeah,
vulnerable.
One
peak. Oh my god, so that's what makes you think, especially when you're not at that stature. Like for a girl, oh my god. If you are the man in that scenario,
must be a nightmare.
You don't have to be my babes. If I know you and let's just say we're friends, I have no other choice. I have to do what I can do to make sure you are actually patterned. You don't have to be my missus. Oh my god, those are the worst scenarios, bro.
It is peak.
But yeah, Carnival was the one time I actually said, bro, I hope I make it home all right.
A word?
No, because it's like I've never been in a situation like that before until then. So when I'm at a point where I'm like, it's packed, I'm struggling for breath. Bro, I literally, fam, have you ever been to a point where your legs don't mean nothing?
No.
You know, like you're literally doing this and it's like your feet are on ice. I remember I was like, and then I was banging gym. I was big. That realization hit me instantly. I said, oh my God, I can't do a damn thing. Doesn't matter how many times. If I kept doing that, I realized, bro, I'm just losing more oxygen and energy.
You just have to go with the flow.
I have to go with the flow.
And just you get me, follow it.
Man, I told you this now, that was the one part I said, bro, I don't know how I'm going to get out of here, but I need to get out of here. So when Dales was telling me about everything that was going on in the queue, I was just like, I can relate to that fully because only thing that goes on through your mind, you're not even thinking about, I just need to get in. I just need to think about
in those situations.
I just need to somehow survive.
The best thing to do is not go back or forward, is to go sideways. If there's like a barricade or something side, go towards that. And try to climb over it.
And you know what's so crazy?
If it's something like